one week I was getting ready to preach a sermon on in Advent, okay, on Luke chapter 2 and the events surrounding the Blessed Mother receiving the Annunciation from the angel Gabriel. So I'm a Protestant pastor getting ready to preach a sermon on the Annunciation. I'm in my office writing this sermon about Mary.
Wow.
And as I begin to research and write this sermon, as I'm doing this, anytime I start to think about her, I would just get like choked up, and I would feel this weird sensation of like, what is going on? I didn't get it,
Right.
but something was moving in me. And one of my Catholic friends came to visit me, and I explained to him what was happening. I'm like, I don't get it, but when I'm getting ready for this sermon I have to preach this Sunday, as I start to think about the Virgin Mary, I feel all these emotions and all these things. And he just lost it. And he's like, that's she's reaching out to you.
Wow.
And it freaked me out. But I went to preach this sermon, and I preached all about how Mary is the new Eve, how Mary is the new Ark of the Covenant, how she's full of grace because the angel Gabriel addresses her that way. I mean, I basically preached Scott Hahn and Tim Staples' Catholic apologetics and many others about I preached a Catholic apologetic sermon in my Protestant church
Wow.
about the Blessed Mother.
Wow.
And the people were like, whoa.
Right.
They had no idea that it was based in Catholicism. They just thought it was cool.
Wow.
And they were like, we've never heard anything like that before. This is amazing. And I could see across the sanctuary, people were reacting emotionally. There was one guy who came up and he was in tears.
Wow. Wow.
And it was powerful. And it just hit me. Well, as I'm going through this, I kind of took a page out of Scott Hahn's book. I started going to daily mass during the week. During my lunch hour, I would head down to this church downtown in my city.
Right.
I got introduced to a local priest here in my town, and I started meeting with him. And I started just really opening my heart to this idea of what it would mean to be a Catholic and what that would look like. And the more I pursued it, the more I just felt like this is the right thing.